On March 18, 2026, a Greek news website published a photograph of what it believed was a B-2 stealth bomber landing near a military airfield in central Greece. It wasn't a B-2. What they photographed is an aircraft the United States Air Force has never officially acknowledged. No press conferences, no specification sheets, no confirmed designation. An aircraft that has been operating in secret for nearly a decade. And the only reason we're looking at it now is because something apparently went wrong. Aviation analysts identified it within hours. The wing profile doesn't match the B-2, doesn't match the newer B-21 Raider, doesn't match the smaller RQ-180 Sentinel. To be fair to the Greek outlet, it is a large flying wing with no tail. To be less fair to them, that's a bit like finding a wolf in your garden and reporting it as a golden retriever because they're both quadrupeds. What it does match almost perfectly is what the defense community has been calling the RQ-180. The Air Force calls it nothing because officially it doesn't exist. Edwards Air Force Base, where it's believed to operate, calls it White Bat. And because no classified program is complete without someone making it weird, the unofficial backup nickname is Shikaka, after a fictional bat from a 1995 Jim Carrey film. Billion-dollar stealth platform, named after a comedy prop, your tax dollars at their finest. But the question isn't just what this aircraft is, it's what it was doing over Greece during an active shooting war. And the answer tells you more about the future of air power than any fighter jet ever built. When the SR-71 Blackbird retired in 1999, it left a gap that nobody could publicly fill. The United States had no platform capable of penetrating airspace defended by advanced surface-to-air missile systems and surviving long enough to bring back useful intelligence. The RQ-4 Global Hawk could loiter for 30 hours, but calling it stealthy would be like calling a barn inconspicuous. The RQ-170 Sentinel was genuinely stealthy, but limited. 5 to 6 hours of endurance. Regional range. Not enough. Northrop Grumman won the contract in 2008, beating Boeing and Lockheed Martin. First flight, August 2010 from Groom Lake. Area 51. What they built was this, a 130-foot wingspan. Same physical class as a Boeing 737, except this one is designed to be invisible. A cranked kite flying wing. Service ceiling above 60,000 feet. Endurance estimated at 24 hours or more. Range of roughly 12,000 nautical miles. And broadband, all-aspect stealth that analysts believe is superior to the F-117, the F-22, and the F-35. Equipped with an AESA radar embedded in the airframe, signals intelligence receivers, and electro-optical sensors, the SR-71 solved the survivability problem with speed. Mach 3.2. Outrun anything that could touch it. The RQ-180 solves the same problem the opposite way. It's not fast. It doesn't need to be. It's invisible. And because there's no pilot on board, it can stay invisible for an entire day without anyone needing to eat, sleep, or use the bathroom. The SR-71 crew wore pressure suits that turned basic bodily functions into a multi-step engineering problem. The RQ-180 solved decades of aerospace plumbing challenges by simply firing everyone. If you're the kind of person who wants to know about the aircraft that aren't supposed to exist, you'll want to subscribe. We cover the engineering and strategy behind military technology every week. The RQ-180 has been slowly revealing itself against its will. 2013, Aviation Week breaks the story. The Air Force's official response. The Air Force does not discuss this program. November 2020, first photograph. A white, bat-shaped aircraft over Edwards Air Force Base, California. Blurry, but unmistakable. September 2021, second photograph. This time over the Philippines, heading east into the Pacific. That one mattered. It meant the aircraft wasn't just being tested, it was operational. And it was operating in the South China Sea region. October 2021. Third sighting, over Area 51. A plane spotter photographed it, while a truck hauling a Soviet-era spoon rest radar rolled out of a nearby gate and just waited. The billion-dollar invisible aircraft. being supervised by a gentleman in a truck with a radar antenna older than the concept of the internet. The security protocol was apparently, stare at him until he leaves. Then, November 2021, the Air Force released a promotional video featuring a flying wing aircraft referred to as White Bat. Each sighting peeled back another layer. And then came March 2026, Operation Epic Fury, the largest American military campaign since the invasion of Iraq. And on March 18th, a flying wing aircraft matching the RQ-180 OHE's profile was photographed landing in broad daylight at Larissa Air Base in Greece, apparently after a malfunction. Larissa regularly hosts MQ-9 Reaper detachments, but an RQ-180 is not a Reaper. This is an aircraft built specifically to penetrate the most heavily defended airspace on the planet. Its presence near an active theater of operations tells you exactly what it was doing, gathering intelligence over Iran, where the air defenses were, until very recently, among the most capable in the Middle East. The drone that doesn't exist was at war, and the only reason anyone knows is because it broke down. Here's what most people get wrong about the drone revolution. The drones everyone talks about, Reapers, Bayraktars, Shaheds, the coming wave of autonomous wingmen, those are the visible layer. They operate in permissive airspace. They work because the other side either can't or won't shoot them down. The RQ-180 operates in a completely different world. It goes where fighters can't survive. It sees things satellites can't reach in time, and it does it without anyone knowing it's there. The most advanced drone ever built doesn't fire a single shot. It just watches. And that might make it the most important aircraft in the sky. The fact that it operated for nearly a decade before the public got a clear photograph tells you something else entirely. If this is what's been partially revealed, the question you should be asking isn't, what is the RQ-180? The question is, what else is flying that we haven't caught yet? Do you think an aircraft this secret should eventually be officially acknowledged? Or does the secrecy itself make it more effective? Drop your take in the comments. Go check out one of our other videos. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until the next one, over and out.